So let's go through these and mainly focus on the differences between what I already reviewed and looked over at in KMS and see if there's anything specifically different on this. So we'll go through this one a little bit faster. And the main thing is going to be probably looking at the study Sundays, which are good. Spoiler alert, but so you can just scroll down so you can you can see them yourself. And they're already in the event calendar as well. Look at that. All boldened except for the very last one. Yes. Okay, close this. Cool. Let's start from the top. Night Troop is back, and there's Halloween celebration as well. There'll be festival decorating, which means you basically build out passive buffs. Is the music that quiet? Is that even registering on OBS? It sounds like decent volume to me. Okay, there is some. Okay, that's a bit louder. Okay. The designer rank is just by daily capping. Your rank is shared within your whole account, so it's not like you have to go on 4 or 5 different characters and cap on all of them, right? As long as you cap on any character in your account, you'll make progress, and your whole account, all of the characters that start the initial quest, remember to start the quest. And because there's a limited amount of activations, if you're going to start the quest and you're going to try to cap, make sure that you don't use activations on a character where you don't want them, right? So if you go to a map with monsters near your level, maybe turn off the skill on the top right to make sure that you're not accidentally using some of the activations with extra EXP that you would want on your main character. What are those activations? We'll get into that, right? Here's music. Yeah, you hear it now? Yeah, I know it was like the end of the song where it was like trailing off. I could still hear it quite well, but I looked at OBS and it was like almost not registering. It's such a delicate balance because you turn it up like a little bit and it gets like 3 times as loud. Yeah, if you get the account back, you just join. You can just message me and we can let you back. Be safe out there, internet scary. Yep. So there's the home Halloween to decorate the house and expand the house even more. And then there's permanent secondary penance slot coming back, blah-de-blah. We already, well, some of us have been waiting for that for a whole month. But basically what this means is that a bunch of the characters... yeah, hopefully you get that all figured out, W-Angle. But some of you have been without a penance slot for a month. But remember, all of your characters will unlock the second slot. So if you have characters in your Legion grid, and you're trying to get good Legion raid power to build up Legion coins, could be a good idea to check if you can get a Mechanator pendant, Horntail pendant. Those are pretty cheap and very accessible. Get it up to 11 or 12 stars. That's pretty cheap as well. You get 20 extra characters with an extra 12 Star Force each. That's an extra 240. That's like another character and a half for most people. So that does add up. And that'll increase your daily intake of Legion coins, right? Daily generation of Legion coins. So don't underestimate that. Meta Carnival Nautilus is live on October 4th. Oh, is that a promise? That it's going to be before reset? All right, we'll hold them to it. And let's see what we have. So, secondary pendant slot coming back. Yes, we already talked about that. We had that one right. Boss prerequisite changes. Entry conditions for Remember and Princess Snow have been changed. The characters per world is linked now. So if one character did it, all the other ones could get in there. We got that from the CM stream, right? Remru changes. Oh boy, Japanese names. Entries restricted if you do not meet the level requirement. Okay, I don't know if anyone even does Remru still. Do some of you guys still do that? I guess it's like a hard Remru as a daily boss is like okay income for like a few weeks, but it's really like a transitionary boss that you want to, as in you want to transition out of that as soon as possible. When entering the battle, if there is a party member who has not cleared the prerequisite quest, the message will be displayed indicating that they have not cleared. Okay, these are just like formalities. Not really anything big. Okay, that's just a... Should I zoom in a little bit more? I feel like the text is a little bit small. One more. There we go. Following change will be to Princess No. When entering Princess No battle, if there's no bottle. If there's a party member who has not cleared at least 1 or 2 prerequisite quests, a message indicating so will happen. I mean, that probably should have already been the case, but they're clarifying that a little bit. Because there's like 2 things you have to do, right? One is like the whole pre-quest, and then you have to do the whole 5 planets thing to unlock that skill, and then you can start doing the boss fight, right? So it's kind of like it's like a follow-up quest line that you have to have completed. Resolved an issue where a message indicating that the boss has already been defeated was displayed if there was a party member who was not on the same map when entering the Princess Snow boss battle. Okay, so there's just small little formalities, nothing different there from the patch review that I already did. Load time improvements, yeah, so they did say, so, you know, just a heads up, just to prepare you guys all mentally. Client loading improvements have been made to allow Maplers to log into the game faster. You've probably noticed that there was a whole wave of people anywhere, well, like a month ago, that if they did not have their game installed on an SSD or like on an M2 or an NVMe drive that's like directly in your motherboard, that the load times were getting kind of crazy, especially for the first load of the game of the day. But they said, please note the downloading time for version 2.45 might take slightly longer than usual. Slightly longer being doing a lot of heavy lifting. But if you have any issues downloading it, it's highly recommended to reinstall MapleStory. So I hope and I pray for all of us and all of you and myself that it will not be necessary. But if they are, you know, they're probably just trying to be like rather safe than sorry and just put that up front there in case. But they're like expecting issues basically. So you don't think we're capping today before we reset? Let's just say I've got 2 characters weekly bosses left to do, and I would like to cap as well. So we'll see how well and if we're gonna have everyone downloading at the same time as well, so that's gonna be, yeah, you know. Let's just hope that only like 10% of people have to download, and that the other 90% can just log in. You know. Let's just hope. Every night troop we don't cap day 1. Yeah, well, historically, that's been stuff. All right, actual night troop. So starting immediately after the maintenance, and it is not a whole month, sorry, 4 weeks. So you can see that here as well. All of the night troop stuff is right here. So it's all this block of weeks. There you go. So some of the stuff is only starting week 2, some stuff is starting week 3, these 2 things here, and then some stuff is only starting week 4, which is Find the Spiegelmann and Schuling's Pirate Roulette. So let's see if there's anything very different. Of course, the patch review I did from last week had a lot of patch notes from like MapleSea and from other areas with a lot more pictures and, you know, a lot more visual aids. These patch notes for GMS don't have that, so, you know, I'll make an appeal to your word recollection rather than your visual recollection on that one. So this is just daily cap. When you collect 100 troop points, it will convert to 1 troop coin. You can earn up to 300 per day. So this is the basically just saying that that's like the bar, basically, right? Just like the point counter in the bottom right of your screen. That's only just that, and like how that works. That's it. Then the actual designer rank, that's going to be linked to time on when it will be available and on how many total cumulative troop coins you've gotten. So you don't have to like buy your rank and lose your coins. It just checks how many you've gotten in the whole event so far, and if you hit the threshold, then you get the rank. The only thing that actually costs you the coins that you have to buy is the building up of the whole troop, and that's what gives you those passive buffs. So that comes later. And there's no shop, so you don't have to like choose between the two. So it's just that. Okay, so everyone starts as a junior, and then senior will be available starting October 11th. Veteran will be available October 18th, and master at October 25th. So I'll just always on Wednesdays when the next week starts. And you'll want to get 2.5K per week to be able to afford that rank, but you can get 300 per day. Times 7 is 2,100, so we're going to have to get some extra, right? Let's see how we do that. Each time you level up, you will receive special perks, which also comes a little bit later. And designer rank is shared between all characters in the same world, like I already said. So this time the stats are a bit different than what we're used to. There's no boss damage in there, but there is critical damage in there. And that's, of course, a very nice damage multiplier. So up to the highest one is 40 all stat, 25 weapon magic attack, 30 IED, 20 crit rate, and 20 critical damage. But if you look at the IED, like even one rank lower, that's only an 18%. So that's a pretty big difference. But this is going to be one of the main things that's just going to help your bossing mules throughout the entire time. And that's just going to help your training as well. Just your base damage go up a lot. You start with rank 1 stats. As soon as you like go to the start tab and go to the event and like talk through the thing, then you have the stats, right? Unless you do that, you don't have any of the stats. But you start with 5 critical rate, 5 critical damage, 6 IED, yeah. So that's already a nice start to start with 5 critical damage. So then you have festival decorating. So that's where you use the coins and where you buy yourself extra buffs. So the main thing is, if you're trying to go for as much EXP as possible, is that you get to event skill booth rank 2 as fast as possible. That gives you extra rune EXP. So especially if you have level 3 Evan Link, but also if you have level 2 Evan Link, that's going to be the most important thing to rush for. And then once you have that one, you just go for event skill booth 2 and just max that one out for EXP, basically. That all adds up, and that's going to add up a whole lot of EXP. You probably have a little bit left then. I'm not going to do the exact maths right now, but you probably have a little bit left at that point. And usually that'll go to like singular, like the decor ones, like they're just like one upgrade. It's not like a tree that you have to build up like those first ones. Most people will probably go for the extra Monster Park EXP is pretty good, right? Especially with how much EXP we get these days from Monster Park. That one's really pretty useful. Normal monster attack 30% can be very useful if you're just on the cusp of needing a little bit extra damage for your grinding. Buff duration, some classes scale very well off of buff duration, so that can help them with a lot of damage. You know, think about Explorer Mages, Luminous, Kaiser, etc. And the boss damage is also one that can be useful if your bossing mules need a little bit more damage, something like that. Double Elite for collection. Yeah, of course, incidentally, there could be some other things. You know, you really like the home. You really want to get more home coins, then of course you go for that, right? But so there could be some more personal priority stuff there. If you're not really going to be grinding that much, then of course you can disregard the grinding EXP like help. You can go for more symbols. And this will give you more symbols for every daily, like the whole way through, which will add up to a nice amount. And if you get to rank 4, it'll also give you boss clear count reset coupon. But it says one boss clear count reset coupon. I believe in the previous events, but yeah, the wording might be a little bit different here. But normal mob damage is the pick for breaking the sack gate. They'll definitely help you with that a lot, yeah. I believe you get one boss count reset coupon for 6 bosses per character per week. That's how it was previously. So like one for Cygnus, one for Magnus, and then one for each boss of Fordor. That's how it previously was. It doesn't say that like that specifically here, so we might have to go in-game once the game goes live and then just hover over it and click it. I believe that's how it was in MapleSea as well, so yeah, I think that's how I went over it on the last, well, I know that's how I went over it in the preview last week as well, but we'll have to double check if this is just like worded a little bit differently or if it is actually just one boss, because if it is, then that loses a lot of value, of course. Alright, so that's all the stuff that you can buy with your coins to give yourself passives. Special perks is for just an extra bonus for reaching the rank on top of getting the passive buff on your characters that are, that are participating in the event. So there's a Terra character burninator, so that's 3 levels instead of 1, between 10 and 199. You have to use it on an existing character. It's tradable with an account. 14-day duration. You have 14 days to pick which character you want to use it on, and then you get the effect for 42 days. Okay, so that's something I didn't specify last week. I say it was a limited duration, but I didn't say how long. I said it wasn't going to be super long. 42 days. That's 6 weeks, so you still have plenty of time to get to 200. But it's not forever, or not until. Well, actually, is it? It might be actually 42 days. That's probably might be until or even past New Age. But so if there's an existing character that you have, you want to, make it your new age burn as an existing character. You don't want to make a new one or something. You can use target character burninator on it, get it up to 200, and then start it for new age. You know, whatever you need for your account, basically. 6 weeks till new age. Yeah, but this will be... Yeah, we get this immediately, but you don't have to claim it immediately. So if you claim it a little bit later, and then you start it 2 weeks later, and then you wait for 42 days, it'll be into new age, right? But yeah, it's basically easy new... yeah. Go from Terror Burn to Hyper Burn on the same character. Exactly, just continue the streak. Only available for Aurora. Well, at that point, you might as well just start a new character, though, at New Age, and then it's kind of wasted, right? But yeah, so use it wisely. You know, use it on those characters that have a very good double S Legion block that you don't like, that are you're okay with training, but you don't really like training, right? So, for example, the really useful ones is like Shade and Hayato, like the critical damage at that block, or the mechanic, for example. Those are very useful. Or characters that you eventually want to get a level 3 link on, but you don't really like leveling. So maybe for a lot of people, I'm not saying these are bad characters, but for a lot of people, it might be Evan, might be Mercedes, might be the Phantom, you know, those classes. Or the Demon Avenger, you know, I forget that one because I was okay with training it, but a lot of people don't like that one. Or the Arc, Angelic Buster, yeah, all of those are good possible characters for that. Blaster or Kana to use the Burninator on. Kana's like an extra percentage of boss damage, so eventually you get there. Blaster, I think Blaster is pretty strong. You just kind of like slam the keys on your keyboard and kind of just blow things up. I found that one okay, but yeah, sure. But it's also only like 1% additive IED, so it's also not that crazy to get to 200. I would say those are lower priorities. But as always, you can check ! links and then see all of the link skills and all the Legion buffs of all the characters in the game, and use that to kind of look at like what comes into play for you at what point and which ones do you have to work on still. So use that as a indicator. Then senior designer, we get equipment transfer for non-reboot. So if you're a non-reboot, definitely read up on that, but there's some stuff that you can transfer. It's mostly for mid-game though, I believe, because so a lot of the end-game items cannot be transferred. So it's mostly if you have like a very solid item like Absolab or stuff like that, or for like a really strong side character or boss mule, you can transfer that. And what does Reboot get instead? 10 Karma Solid Cubes. Wow, like they confirmed in the community manager stream as well. So no extra news there, but this is horrible. Then veteran designer hair transfer. So if you are planning to transfer a hair style from one character to another, they did mention, I don't know if it's here. So you can use it once per world during the event period. If you're trying to move a hairstyle with a different color to a character that already has that hair, but with a different color, you might have to remove that hairstyle on the character you want to move things to first. They said something like that before you can move it. So that might be a thing. They said that in the community manager stream. So, you know, whatever, take that as you will. No, only once? Wait, you thought you could just freely move all hairs in your account? Yeah, just once. Yeah, no, you're putting the bar way reduce your expectations, Nate. How long have you been playing this game, man? You thought you were just gonna be freely moving around hairs willy-nilly like it's a cash shop transfer event? Nah. One hair from one character to one other character, and you're done. You're done. Jo warida, alright? Hang on, let me set my auto... Let me set my auto Doom Tower boss race. There you go. Just think of how cute I could look. Dude, you're already the cutest. You couldn't get any more cute. And then Master Designer Mount Transfer. The thing that everyone in this game has been waiting for, longing for a whole year. It's finally here. You get to move one mount from one character to another character. Except for these few exceptions. And then there's a title reward for the Nautilus Troop, which, of course, will have super garbage stats, but it's just, you know, to see if they can get some people to pay for an anvil to make their current... oh, no, it's a title, sorry. Title reward Nautilus Troop. I don't remember exactly... Where's my video? Preview, review. Hey, who's that guy? So. Was the title like really bad? Control F title. Nope. Let's try that again. Control F. There we go. Title. 0 out of 0. Are we still loading? Doesn't seem to be. The best word for me, unironically, is 10 hard cues. And that's sad. Control F. Tied. Oh, do we. There's no title here, huh? GMS exclusive. Interesting. Well, emblems are usually like, or medals, sorry, are usually like 3 attack and 2 all-stat or something ridiculous like that. But I guess we'll have to see in-game what this is going to be all about, Nautilus Troop. Sometimes it just says untradeable and permanent, so it's probably going to be really bad. Because if it had stats on it, it would say which stats it were, and it would say like temporary stats. So this is probably going to be ultra garbage, but it might look nice, but it's probably... The stat is usually no stats whatsoever. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Otherwise, they would say what the stats are. Permanent with temporary stats. If we have things like that, that's usually from haste and stuff like that. Those are pretty big, but they always specify what the stats are. So I'm guessing... Don't get your hopes up. So I'm guessing that this is probably just going to have nothing for us. So, you know... Then, Treasure Hunt Experience. This is the one. Get your start the quest, get your tickets here. Oh yeah, so this is one where you select between Spiegelman and Kirin. So for this, I added in the event calendar this Reddit thread that somebody made. This is info from TMS. But basically this goes, hi nerd math, oh yeah, because this was the thing that I was saying during the patch preview review of last week, that it looked like Kirin would be better, but only if it was a 50-50. But there was rumors and people were saying that it was actually a 60-40, which I said that if it is 60-40, it is actually the exact same EV value between the two, and the percentages come out to be exactly the same if you're training for like the full amount of activations. And someone here did confirm that in TMS it was in fact that it was in fact 40-60. This is from the patch notes in TMS, because I don't think we will have that here, because knowing GMS patch notes, it just says, yeah, so activations of 40 times a day. When you kill enough monsters, you fill up the gauge, you get the big amount of EXP, and then you get the EXP buff. And then, so for Spiegelman, you get a static amount, and for Kirin, you get either a good amount or a bad amount. But so that's not a 50-50, that's at a different rate. So that's at 40-60. So you can see if you get a dud, it's 40%. If you hit a jackpot, it's 240. But if you multiply it with the percentages of occurrence, it actually comes out to exactly the same average value as Spiegelman. But again, that's if you use all of the activations. So what you can do, and that the calculation goes into that, what you can do is, if you're not going to train for that long, is pick Kirin, and basically when you have a dud, you can right click and tick the buff off and immediately start charging again for the next explosion. Because usually what happens is you get the explosion, you get the EXP, and then you get the buff, and then you only start building up the next one once the buff ends. And then you start building the next one. And then the new buff starts at the end. But if you immediately cancel it, immediately start charging the next one, and you can have a chance to hit the jackpot again. So the expected value, not the average value, both. Right? In this case, it's both, isn't it? In any case, so if you do that, because of the downtime, so you will have basically the math here is that you have more time that you don't have a buff, right? Because you cancel the buff and then you have to build up again. So judge if you are in a map with 36 plus mobs, your full map clearing, that's already pretty. That's a pretty high bar, so that you might not meet that with your character. So take that with a grain of salt. But basically, the amount of activations that you would do in one whole WAP, and accounting for that, the total EXP buff gain, if you just pick Spiegelman and don't do any of that, if you're only going to train one WAP, is around 3,360%. If you do the dud resetting with Karen, on average, you can expect around 4,000 instead. So that is about 20% more in terms of the buff that you get from this event specifically. So that is pretty min-maxy, and you might not want to deal with that. This might be a big enough difference for you to deal with it, or it might not be. If you're planning on trading more, then it doesn't matter which one you pick. Most people probably just pick Spiegelman for the regularity of the percentages. Doesn't really matter if you're looking at like trying to min-max during a rune and all that stuff, because that's all additive. And if you leave downtime on a rune to try to min-max, then you lose the overall percentage uptime over rune across the board, so that doesn't really help either. So, yeah. So, bottom line, pick whichever one has the best outfit. Either this one or this one. I guess, so that was one question we had from the community manager stream, is whether you were going to be able to get both outfits. But I don't know. Equipped for 7 days. You must characters that didn't complete the start quest can participate in the event after completing the start quest. Selecting the event will apply to event to all characters within the world that complete it. Yeah. Hidden mission rewards: Night Troop, Pirate Outfit coupon, tradable within account 10 day, used to receive permanent. Yeah, I think you still have to pick. It doesn't really say here, so we'll have to see in-game, I guess. If you cancel the dud, how does that work? Sorry, I missed it. If you cancel the dud, it immediately starts charging the explosion again. And then as soon as you have it charged and it explodes, then you get a new buff. They said it would be hidden quests. Yeah, but there were questions if you were going to be able to get both sets, and they said that they would have to get back to us. So if anyone has seen any like official CM responses to that, let us know, because that was one of the questions that was kept after the community stream, and that I still had last week as well. Bro, you saw the download button? You did? Oh, it's not here now. Then I saw it was Mabinogi. Oh, a ruse. Very clever ruse. Nice ban evading in the chat. Mabinogi kick. Nautilus Fireworks Festival. Blah, 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 blah. You are invited. Sure. Power up. Yeah, so this is a buff because there's already so much training going on. Not everyone wants to be training. So this is a bossing buff. 15% boss damage, 50% IED, and 15 all and attack, whatever, for 30 minutes. This will be at the 30-minute mark of the hour, so XX 30 every hour in the map. And it looks like it's not going to be one of those old EXP or buff events where you just, that lasts for 10 minutes, and then you just enter the map and you get it, and then you can come back again like 10 minutes later and refresh it. Doesn't look like it's going to be like that. It's going to look like you have to be there at 29 at the latest, and then as soon as 30 hits, you get the buff, and then you get out. And if you enter like 1 second after, you don't get it. That's what it looks like. Again, we'll have to have it confirmed in game, but that's what it, yeah, like MVPs, exactly. That's what it looks like. So be there on time. And probably this is not going to coincide with MVPs and people giving each other the stacking MVP buff, which we'll get to in a minute. Because this is specifically for bossing, and the other thing is specifically for mobbing, right? So they're going to be separate. So yeah, you might accidentally go there at a time that there is an MVP, and then you might want to CC real quickly, because it's going to get busy in there. The amount of people training is going to be crazy. Actually, what might happen is that in in EU reboot, you might actually see the bar move a little bit if, it's going to be that crazy. It's going to be stampede. Kick back, enjoy Power Elixir and the Spiegelet's Potion Bar. Let's see what this is all about. This starts the second week. So this is Enraptured Spiegelet Potion Bar Chair. So this has to do with, this is the AFK event for EXP, and you get troop coins as well passively. So if you want to start your day with being closer to capped, for example, if the next rank is coming soon, then you might want to be, AFK overnight, and then already get some of the points before you even start, so you can cap faster during the day. And on a low-level character, you get some EXP at the same time. You've got some potion chairs that you can buy for that. You can also just buy the chairs, to have for your chair collection. Just merge NA with EU and make 60 channels. Well, that's what I said day one. Just make some EU ping channels and some NA ping channels, and just put them into the same thing. But I don't think the technology is there for an Exxon, small indie company. I don't think they can do that. Then they have Tangyun's Crazy Feast. Also starts the second week. Hey, we've heard this before. Where have we heard this? Which has a Crazy Feast chair, which basically does the same thing. It gets you troop coins and traits. Although, again, it doesn't give you coins. It gives you points, right? We're going to have to make the distinction again. It's not like this gives you straight up coins that allow you to go over cap or something. It just slowly over time gives you points and goes towards that 300 cap of 300 coins a day. Which we still have to look at, where are we going to get bonus coins, right? Because we cannot get 2,500 per week at 300 a day. That's not going to happen because it doesn't look like Sundays are doubled. And even if they were, that still wouldn't be enough. But we don't want to get behind on the rank. So where are we getting our extra coins? Question mark, question mark. Let's see. Now we're at week, the start of week 3 already, with King Pirate Vikings Flex. And this is the extra MVP that we talked about. So this is when the buff starts getting really strong, starting week 3 and 4. So if you have a limited time on training and you're deciding on where to train, the further in the event you go, the higher your rank will be and the bigger the boost will be to the training, right? So this is also when, for 200 mil meso per use, you're going to be able to buy a buff. It's going to apply to everyone in the map. And everyone's going to get an additional 50% EXP MVP buff that stacks with everything, including other MVPs. There's no participation limit, it says. However, each character can receive the EXP perk up to 2 times per day. So there is a participation limit. And the existing EXP perk will not be renewed when another one. So if you're going and you have one in effect and it's got like 2 seconds left and someone uses it, it's not going to refresh. You're just going to miss that buff and you're going to have to come for another one. So if it's closed, you might have to like right click to cancel it and then get it. 2 times per day, then swap to a different Legion character. Yeah, so if you're trying to min-max on like a lot of characters, every character can get the buff twice a day, yeah? Because it says here, each character can receive it 2 times per day. So yeah, don't buy too many times. 200 mil, though, a lot of people have that money these days. So in the past, it was always this expensive, but money has been flowing way better. So yeah, min-max your free time. And then there's also 3,000 Maple points you can pay to as a catch-up mechanic to get 300 coins, or however many you're missing to reach up to 300 to reach the amount that you're missing. So if one day you didn't cap, you only got like, let's say 120 coins, and you buy this, then you'll get 180. But if you got 120 on 2 days and you buy this, then you get 300, and then you have another 60 missing. So you could pay another 3,000 for another 60 the next day. But of course, that won't be as efficient in terms of how much you're missing. The difference between the amount of troop coins you own and the total coin balance the previous day is fewer than 300, you will only receive the difference. There you go. You could do it 3 times per day, sorry. So you could do it on the same day, but basically there's a catch-up mechanic for people who start later, and then they can get to the higher rank a little bit faster and make sure they can catch up. And the rewards here is EXP and troop coins, but of course that only depends on what you're buying. Then we have Shipwreck Your Stress. This also starts the first day, but why do they mention it later than the other things that start in week 2 and week 3? Let's see. Blow up some steam by destroying some of the many shipwrecks in Nautilus Harbor. You can enter by talking to Moirhat, located on the first floor of Nautilus Tower after reaching the daily capacity for troop coins. Oh, so this is probably where we get those extra coins per day so we can reach 2.5k in a week, huh? So now we go here, here, and Night Troop is, let's see, bold is points. So this guy goes a bold. And italic is coins, which is bonus. So that is this one. Boink. So this one is italics. That's where I get our bonus. We have 2 minutes. Let me know in chat if this seems familiar, guys. You have 2 minutes to achieve a high score. There's a total, not there are total. There is a total of 12 stages. And when you destroy the broken shipwreck and all the shipwreck debris on the map, you will automatically progress to the next stage. The game will end either when you clear all 12 stages or when the time limit runs out. You receive troop coins according to the points you scored. Now to make it extra confusing, they have a different point system with this one. You'll be given 1 troop coin for every 10 points that you have earned in here. If you are not satisfied with the total amount of points you have earned after the game, you will have the option to retry without receiving the rewards. You can complete it again anytime if you exit without receiving the rewards. You can also attempt again after claiming the troop points. If the high score is updated, additional troop points are given based on the difference. You can obtain different emphasis, up to 150 troop coins once a day per world. Oh my god, it goes up to 1,500? Where have I seen this before? Up to 1,500, 12 stages, 1 main target, small targets. You've got 2 minutes. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if anyone has any ideas. Let me know. I feel like it's on the tip of my punch. It's right there. Troop coins. Yo, Paul Smart, welcome to the Scarlet Square. Chromosome, you bad, beautiful emails, and thank you for supporting the channel with your Prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome. Troop coins from Shipwreck Your Stress are not affected by the daily coin capacity because they are coins, not points. There are no limits to entries or attempts, so you can do this all day. Man, it would actually be interesting if they checked like all the people who did this and then like see who was the fastest. Maybe organize it by class because different classes would have different advantages in different situations. But like you can compare to other people in the same class. You can kind of like see how strong other people are, see how strong you are, and see who has like better ping and stuff. I think that's a good event. They should look into that. So this gives you straight up troop coins. So 150 extra a day possibly on the basis of the 300 gets you up to 450 times 7 is, holy shit, math, 350 to 2800. So that's 3150. So that gets you 650 over, right? So you definitely don't have to cap every day. So if you can only get up to 130 or only up to 110 or whatever, just go in, blow it up, get out. As long as you're capping with regular troop coins. So remember, starting week 2, you can AFK in the chair overnight. You can do this, and then like a little bit of training, you'll get to capping really easily. So if your main goal is just to keep up with the rank, you can do that pretty comfortably in this game. Even if you're just doing dailies on different characters, as long as they all start at the quest, right? All of the progress between all of the characters is going to make it so that you can easily get the progress done. MapleStory. Wait, we already have that emote. Somebody give this guy his, yeah, somebody refund this guy. Thank you, Director. MapleStory in the chat. There we go. It's just all caps MapleStory. It's the exact one that you requested. We already have it. MapleStory. Alright, so that's where we get our coins, alright? Then, a Lawless Nautilus shooting range, also starting at week 3. You can enter once per day. After entering the game map, check the game description and wait until the game automatically begins after about 5 seconds. Your goal is to progress through a total of 10 stages sequentially. You can only shoot once per stage. Ooh, so don't miss. So we looked at that here. No, down. So you can have the visual reminder here, like this. There you go. So there's going to be a bunch of cool stuff in there. After completing stage 10, you'll be moved to the event main map to claim rewards through Valerie. All players that completed up to stage 10 will receive a basic participation reward. Oh, it doesn't say here which one that is, but I believe that is an extreme growth potion. Spiegelman's extreme growth potion. That's the confirmed reward. While progressing through the stage, special rewards and treasure chests may appear randomly. Well, they should appear randomly. 3 silver and bronze treasure chests will appear randomly in each stage. Shoot the chest to receive one of the rewards listed below. Special reward targets that have appeared once on a stage will not appear again in the remaining stages. So those are like the special bigger potions, right? Like these guys. These are like negative chests, I think, so I don't think you want to hit those. Extreme Growth Potion is the basic one. Oh, it says so here. Gift Box Reward. So I believe this is the same as everything that's here. I guess we can compare to the two. Special? Oh, they're starting from the bottom. Yeah, the 209. Oh, times 2. Oh, we only get one of those. Oh, we got more. Storm Growth Potion. Extreme Growth Potion, also 2 instead of 1. And Experience Accumulation Nation, just 1. Okay, so we're getting slightly more than MapleSea. Get fucked. Gold Chest. Small EXP. 30-minute coupon. Only 1. Cringe. 7-day pendant. 7-day prepared pendant. Trade boost. Okay, that looks like the same. Silver chest. Oh boy. Power elixir. Small EXP. 15-minute coupon. Yeah, that looks like it's all the same. High quality traits potion. 3 cups of coffee. Oh man, we're getting more. Wait, the coffee isn't even mentioned here. Coffee? Where's the coffee? Okay. And then the bronze. 1 all cure, 1 tonic, 1 fruit candy, 50. Oh, but we're only getting 50 spell traces where MapleSea got 100 spell traces. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so pretty similar. Pretty fucking similar. But on the upper end, we get some more stuff like more growth potions, more extreme growth potions. So that's overall that's a buff for us, I would say. It's a small buff for lower level characters. Find the real Spiegelman. This starts week 4. All right, so we have to wait 3 more weeks for this. New mode. Chill. Maple walkin'. All right, here we go. Good emote. The very first character. Maximum growth potion? No maximum growth potion. The biggest one here is the Typhoon one. So that's not that one. Sorry. Storm growth. Sorry, storm growth potion. So that's up to 240. That's a Typhoon potion, storm growth, right? Is it not the same one? Limited edition nitro potion. Just 1 sip is enough to increase your level. Oh no, sorry. That's the up to 200. That's the that's a bonk basically, right? But how's that other than an extreme growth potion? It's only 1 level? Wait, look at the indicators. How is this 1 through 10 levels and this just 1 level? Are we in like graphic design 101? How is this potion up to 10 times as good as this one? Look at how they look. That is misleading as fuck. That's some fake news and fake advertising right there. And this doesn't even work on characters over 200. This at least you can slam on characters over 200 and get something for it. Okay, so sorry. So if you see this picture, these 2 items are the worst item here. These 2 are the... What do we go for? Gold chest? Prepared spirit pendant can be pretty nice, but we already have some of that. In the event that you have obtained when the item board is shot, that you have obtained when the item board is shot. These are the possible items you may get. You want to shoot the same item over and over for a chance to get Speakman's growth potions. That's probably the best EXP you can get. Newer technology is lighter and thinner. I guess so. New minimalist design. It's literally the same thing, but it just yanked the fucking the top and the bottom off. So I guess you just shoot on the same reward over and over. And then if you've already gotten it, then I would just shoot on these things, these potions, over and over. That's what I'll do. What's the joke for me? You just see text? You might have to have... no, not 7TV. You have to go into your settings here. Chat settings, and then Better TV settings, and you have to enable GIF emotes. On... or BTV if you don't like yourself. Dude, I installed 7TV for like 13 minutes. Sorry, 13 seconds. And I went into like K3 Soju's stream, and I had like a heart attack looking at all the shit that happened in there and immediately uninstalled it again. That was like my biggest boomer moment ever. There was just so much going on. All of the names were animated. There were colors I've never seen before. Some people had like 12 badges in front of their name. It was like the Wild West of... Oh my god. No way, man. I ran kicking, like screaming away from that so fast. Get me back to my safe haven of BTTV. So much stuff going on. Okay. Yeah, so that's all those rewards. Find the real Spiegelman, so that's the last week. Which is, it seems like just a gamble. Unless I'm blind, which, you know, super boomer, so my eyes could be going. But I did like the little doubling trick that you can do with your eyes. So you can like overlap pictures and then look at them in like 3D. So you can see if there are any differences. It looks like there's no differences between these guys. And it's literally just the exact same picture. And it's just RNG on which one you pick. But maybe if you guys have way better eyes, you can see a difference here. But you have to find the real Spiegelman. If you incorrectly select the pirate, you lose the game. When you select the pirate, the fake Spiegelman will appear as a pirate with a sound effect. Selecting the dialogue option from Cassandra will allow you to see the results. You can obtain troop coins upon winning the game. I believe, though, that these are not bonus coins. These are over the daily troop coin limit. Yeah, so this shouldn't be giving coins, chat. This should be giving points, exactly, because giving coins is confusing because it makes you feel like it's one of these, but it's not. So this one is bold, not italic. There you go. One of them is thinner. So which is the Weight Watcher Spiegelman? The obtainable coins reset to 0 if you lose. You go double or nothing, basically. If you lose 3 times consecutively, you will receive 100 troop coins immediately after the cutscene where Cassandra wishes you luck. If you lose 3 times consecutively... Oh, so this is like another extra way that you can just get some coins quickly on the side without having to, you know, on top of the AFKing in a chair, doing your daily stuff, you know, doing the I want to say punch ship, something like that. It feels like it's a good name. If you win, you can try again immediately. If you lose, you can try again 15 minutes later. But if you win 3 times consecutively, then you get 1 hundo. Troop coins can be claimed once a day per world, and the game can be attempted again after claiming until the next day. Ooh. Ship King. And then Shulenche's Pirate Roulette, also last week. You can participate in this event when you have reached the troop coin. You can participate event when you have reached the limit. Okay, so in that case, it's kind of similar to the Shipwreck Your Stress, right? After clicking on this event map, Roulette UI will, whenever the jackpot arrow lands on, will be your reward. Let's find the, wait, the picture for that. Gosh, T. Did I just? Wait, did I close the? Huh? Where is the MapleSea patch notes? Oh, it's right here. Sorry, there's something on my screen that covers like a little bit of the top row. Because My old screen had a bigger frame, so I clamped my webcam is clamped on top of my screen. This one has a very narrow frame, and the picture goes into the corners. So if I clamp on the cam, it actually clamps onto the screen itself, which it didn't want to do. So there's something in between, and that's covering my screen, so I can actually see my tabs up there. There's like a little bit of a blind spot. Nobody needs to know that, but now you know it. Deal with it. All right, so this is the Pirate Roulette game. Receive enhancement items. Fuck. They might rename that. I'm not sure. Okay. What the fuck? Yeah. So, Jackpot treasure chests. Do we know here what's in there? Jackpot. Wow, treasure box. Let's see if we get the same things. There's some interesting stuff here. 18 star, level 160 enhancement scrolls, authentic symbols, EXP nodes, you know, black flames. Let's see if we had the same thing in GMS. Okay, now we're going to start with the strongest one instead of ending with it. 2 flames. Yeah. 3 cubes. Yeah. 1 EXP node. Yeah. 1 Karma Star Force plus 1 bonus enhancement coupon. 10%. 50 plus 15 star level 160. Okay. Symbol selector coupon 4 or 1 times 2. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Oh, and they added the Karma Solid Cubes times 100. Okay, so let me get this straight. We get 10 of them for the rank, but we get a chance of 100 from this box. That's pretty solid. Nice. Okay. Well, there's a small chance. Then shiny chest. That's the one that's the most shiny? Yeah. Got it. 2 Eternal Flames. 2 Karma Heart Cubes. Golden Hammer. Wow, not in Reboot. Crazy. Or in Reboot, 2 Mysterious Meso Pouches. Then, Special Additional Potential Scroll. Or 4 pouches. Wow, we're moving up. Excuse me. Or a 4-to-1 times 2. Yep. Okay, so that's the same. Regular treasure chest. 3 flames. Called it. Epic potential score 100%. 3 bonus potential or 3 meso pouches. Oh my god, we're getting rich. Special bonus potential or 2 meso pouches. Oh. Or 3 nodes. Alright, so that one is the same. And then small treasure chest. 50. Oh, this is 100 or 50 spell traces. Or 30 or 15. Wait, Reboot gets fewer spell traces? Why? Why are we getting fucked in Reboot over this? Actually, no, I agree. This would be way too much money, dude. What is 5k each? That's 250,000 mesos. And this is 500,000 mesos. Yeah, no, that's too wild, actually. Take us down to 75k and 150k. This is why our Eternal Flames cost like 300 mil in the meso shop, because, you know, we're just too rich. Okay, what's in the small treasure chest? Sorry, I skipped that one. Mystical cubes times 10. You sure want to give us 10? That's quite a lot, man. I don't know if you want to do that. Innocent scroll or 2 meso pouches. Wowie. 50% E-pot, 2 special amounts of honor, 1 gold stamp. Okay, so the only thing that's really different is that they added a chance of 100 cubes, 100 solid cubes to the big old chest, and that Reboot got fucked on a little bit on the spell traces. But this is what it looks like. So you have 2 of the smallest ones, then 1 intermediate, then 2 of the treasure boxes, and then 1 a little bit higher, and then 1 a little bit higher than that. So, yeah, and this one is also twice the size. So there's actually 3 of these. Out of 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So there's a very good chance you just get Jack all from this. But there's 7 rolls, 1 week only that this is up, so You actually have a higher chance that you don't hit a single one of these than if you hit one or more. Okie dokie. Next, Halloween events. This is the one that we already checked, I think, the home Halloween. Oh yeah, this is more detail on the home Halloween. This time you can obtain a blueprint and expand your manor to 3-story by collecting 25 furnishings. Ooh. Purchase from Kenneth's blueprint box using Carencia coins. Okay. Large Halloween furnishing pack, 9 hours, can obtain duplicates. Small, 6 hours, and can also obtain duplicates. 9 hours is good though, because you can set this up before you go to sleep, and then you can actually get your 8 hours, and then just, not have to be scared that, 6 hours and you have to wake up in the middle of the night. When you obtain 23 unique Halloween furnishings, you can obtain the newly added cute spider bed. Aw, look at that! It's got a little spider web here. It's all fluffy. It's got little spider legs. Pillows look kind of cool. Not bad. Rewards. Well, there they are. Awakened Jiangxi CD player. No pictures for this, so, good luck Googling for that. Translate it to Chinese and see if you can find the TMS pictures. There's got to be a picture somewhere. If anyone finds it, let me know. Small Halloween furnishing pack. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Posters. Use your imagination. It's a surprise. Fake chair. Skull chocolate fountain. Light green Nepenteth of Hell. Sounds good. Ghost armchair Halloween party balloon package. Alright. And Spooky Halloween. Very small event. I went over this in the patch preview. Basically, you have 3 missions that you can do during the event period, and every mission is kill 3 elites. That's it. Day 1. So first time you can complete it, you get this the ears or these ears. You can pick one, I believe. Yeah, select one of the following, whichever you want. Day 2 is a chair, which is kind of cool. Honestly, I think it's a pretty cool chair. You got a little cute kitty here with a purple hat. Got some flowers, some bats. Looks good. And day 3 is, I think, maybe one of the ugliest damage skins I've ever seen. But, whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to get. But if you get all 3 and you, oh boy, where did I say you had to go? This one? Look at that perfect link. Oh my god, it's so easy to find everything. Who is this? Who is this guy? The special mission, which is after getting the chair, go to Hennessy's Leafer or Road of Vanishing, and find a random NPC being scared by a ghost that has a sleeping orange ghost holding onto its tail. Sit on the chair and talk to the NPC to get this special riding mount permanent. All right. So if you want that, I just told you how to get it. If you don't know how to get it, check the video, last video, whatever. Cool. Then Magic Slate. This starts in November. This is when all of this stuff is over. Halloween is over. It's November 1st, so Halloween is definitely over, right? All of the Night Troop, Midnight Carnival, all that stuff is over. As you can see in the calendar right here. All the way on the right here. Magic Slate. Sounds like it might have something to do with the slate from the Misty Island. No. Has nothing to do with it. No. Don't get your hopes up. It has to do with building your own buffs. And you activate your buffs by consuming sweet snacks and candy that you got from Halloween. And there is a limit to how many coins, how many candies you can use, up to 100. You can use, well, that's not the sentence, but you can use up to 100. But you also get daily EXP vouchers. So this is a very good way of leveling up your characters, right? You can use it on characters over level 200. So it's very good to get characters from 200 to 210. Get those level 3 links. Exclamation mark event EXP has a link to all of the percentages and how many you need at which level to reach extra levels and stuff. So if you want to plan for that, you can use that. The furniture was found. Was the furniture located? Oh boy, that's going to take a minute to load probably. No, keep it in traditional Chinese. I like that. There we go. So this is what the house will look like. And can we zoom in on that a little bit? There we go. Alright, so here are the decorations. Here's the posters. And the flowers, the chairs. There's the skull, chocolate. There's the ghost chair. Yeah, I remember reading that. Okay. And here's there's a Jiangxi music player. Okay, very cool, very cool. Mostly the same shit from last year. I guess it's mainly the bed that's new, right? So I'm guessing that this is all the same and that the bed is the only new one? But probably a bunch of people only got, didn't get everything here. The coffin is pretty cool. And the fireplace with the cauldron. These look pretty cool, man. Yeah, if you're trying to do a themed house, then get on it. Alright, thanks for finding that. You have everything there except for the new bed? Oh, right, should be easy for you then. You could probably claim it immediately then, because you have all the things, right? So, snackies. Wait, let's open the magic slab. Oh, there we go. Magic stone slab. Candies. Yeah. Okay, you can get up to 300 per world. That's the same, I think, right? Per day, a day per world. Yeah, you get 300 EXP vouchers. Yeah, and you get collect 100. Yeah, okay, so if you collect 100, you already get your 300 vouchers per day. So you don't have to cap to get that reward. But based on which buff you want to activate, you might want to get more than 100 sweet snacks. 100 candies. You need at least 15 snacks to use the magic slate. So basically what we do with the magic slate is you build your own buff. So you can see how much you want to get and how long you want the buff to last. And based on that, it'll cost a different amount of candy. So you can take a very short buff for a long time, or you can take a very strong buff for a short time, basically. As long as the total does not exceed 100, it should say here. Yeah, you can spend up to 100, right? So like the shortest buff you could do is 5 minutes. So you could do the stage 5 for 5 minutes. So you get 40 boss, 40 ID, 40% EXP, 40% normal monster damage, right? Crazy. But only for 5 minutes. And then it's out. Because if you try to do for 15 minutes, it goes over 100. If you do the weakest buff, but even if you do the second stage buff, you could do that for up to an hour. So you could do an hour of 20 boss, 20 ID, 20% EXP, and 20% normal monster damage. Remember, this is all after the upcoming training event, right? So you might not feel like training much. You might feel more like doing bosses. And if you know that your bosses take like 20 minutes, maybe you take 15-minute one, so that and you can get 15-minute one. You can get up to this one: 30 boss, 30 ID, 30% normal monster damage, EXP, right? That's all clumped together. So I think what most people will do is probably half an hour stage 4, or you could do an hour stage 2. Seems bad, but it's 20% versus 25 versus 30%, but it lasts twice as long. So I wouldn't underestimate this one for an hour. But of course, yeah, you can do the maths. For you. World's Best Punch King rewards. That rings a bell. So those rewards are being tallied, and those are going to be distributed in the week of the between the 18th and the 31st. You'll be able to pick those up. So that's starting week 3 as well. This is all the details, but the pick chairs and the number 1 of the world and the number 1 per class will have this banner over their head, all that good stuff. Journey Towards 6-star still going. I don't think I have to go over all of that stuff. We only have the missions up until chapter 4. Do we have the chapter 5 ones? Oh, I guess we can go over that if we have these here. Nope. Nope, we don't have those yet, so we're going to have to wait for those. Chapter 5, 6 rewards are shown, not the challenges. Oh, can you link the microsite real quick? They forgot to copy-paste the Chapter 5 for missions. Yeah, I would expect to see the Chapter 5 missions at this point, but we only see the 4 ones here. But they showed 3 and 4 for this cluster, and then 5 and 6 is next. In the notes. Oh. Wait. Oh, this is the 5 stuff. Oh, here, Chapter 5 rewards. Yeah, yeah. Chapter 6 completion box. Oh, we have the... oh, yeah, it's in the... Yeah, to make sure that your pets don't accidentally loot it. Where? Huh? Oh, here. No, these are Chapter 4 rewards. Chapter 5 rewards. Chapter 5 EXP potion. Nice. That's a Chapter 5 EXP potion. I assume... that's a... That's a magnificent growth pot, right? But yeah, we already saw those on the bottom, in case you didn't know what those were. 30 Karma bonus Mysticals. 30 Karma Solid Cubes. The Legendary Emblem Box, we talked that in the progression session earlier a little bit. So it might be a good idea to use that as a backup on your existing character if you have a really nice potential already on your emblem, but you're trying to go for an even better one. This way you can make it so that you can just roll with glowing cubes and you don't have to deal potentially with bright cubes, because the average cost is going to be quite a bit higher with that if you use the calculator. If you're just going for 3-line, if you're going for double prime, of course, that's going to be cheaper, but it depends on what you're doing. Mitra's Black Rebirth Flame Box can be used up to 4 times, giving 6. Yep, so up to 24 black flames. But you will probably already looked at all of that in the UI, right? There's a Starlight Adventure set. I guess we have a bit more details on that. So there's a Starlight Beret, 30 days, 30 all stat on it. Sentimental Starlight Robe, 30 days defense. Starlight for 30 days, 50 speed and jump. Hexagonal Constellation, temporary 30 all stat as well. And then the weapon has 30 attack. And then there's a set bonus for 3 set effect and a 5 set effect, so that will add up together. So an extra 10 attack and 15 all stat on top of that. So that looks like 40 attack and 75 all stat if you have all of that equipped, which all of that added together is pretty nice. And it's probably going to be better than your expired Choo-Choo set bonus. The set stat is perma. Looks like it, yeah. Yeah, but the character stat's not. So very similar to the Choo-Choo set is what it's looking like. 5-star piece and a 6-star piece. Wow, beautiful. 5th star, a 6-star special mission. Log in for more than 5 days over this Chapter 6 period and check the event UI. Star title coupon. Untradeable, permanent, durational stats, bonus EXP 10%, 20 weapon magic attack, 50 all stat, 30 boss IED, and that's 2-week duration. A little on the shorter side, but we can work with this. And then the chair, of course. 6 magnificent growth potions. Confirmado. Another Little Terry. Oh, but this is a Little Terry package. Oh, 7-day duration, but then probably has like a 1-month Little Terry in there again, looking like. So that's our 4th vac pet from one event. 1,000 notes and 3 soul Erda with a 60-day duration. Nerf Magpots? Where? Okay. Oh, nerfed in New Age, you mean? Yeah, yeah. I'm probably using them for characters under level 260, trying to get characters closer to 260, or trying to get 240s up to 250, so... Who Terra Burninator? Yeah, the Bowmaster will need it more. Haha. The Buck will be easier to level by itself. You can't claim the Chapter 6 rewards until New Age 2. Yeah, like I said, you probably want to use them on characters under 260, so they're going to have about the same value as now. It's mostly like the value goes down for characters past 260. You're welcome to Dragon Hacks. The people have spoken. How close was it? Oh, there was only 2 options. Gotcha. Is the package nerf 2 or is it 3 months? The package. If you talk about the pet, it's like a 7-day duration on using it, and then it should be a 1 month use, right? I don't think it was 3 months, but it's probably a 30-day pet, but the package itself is a 7-day. Remember, because there's always different durations on items and packages and boxes and coupons and actually using it. MapleSea got a 3-month pet? Okay, not sure then. Not sure. We'll have to see. Might go nerfs in GMS? Might, because we got, I don't know, this is the 4th VAC pet we got in this event. Did MapleSea also get 4 VAC pets in their thing? Be careful not to just look at like one item and see if one item in one region is different than one other item in another region. Because I don't know if MapleSea also got 4 total VAC pets. If we got 4 and they're all 30, and they get like 2 of them and one is 30 and one is 90, then, you know, that could be the difference. The first one in MapleSea was also 90 days? Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, but remember, MapleSea doesn't even have reboot. They all have to play non-reboot. Okay, let that sink in for like 5 seconds and then think about it again. Did we really get fucked though? We get to play on a reboot server though. They don't have that. They all have to play non-reboot. I don't know. I'd give them a little bit longer VAC pet. Cringe? Exactly. Outside of CMS, MapleSea is arguably the worst MapleStory version. I think they were eating like a big shit sandwich over there, so I'll gladly give them some longer VAC pets, man. Let them have that one, you know? Poor whales don't have reboot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's all like Malaysia and Singapore. They're all rich as fuck anyway, right? Is that the logic? Then Cash Up Transfer event will start on November 8th and will last until oh, I stand corrected. It will not last up until the patch like usual. Oh, hang on. Oh, but they are doing the group transfer. Okay. Or not. It says you select the recipient. Selected item will now appear in the other character. No, so it looks like it is still per character. But they did add that you cannot transfer to a character that already shares Cash Up. And they do clarify the groups here, which we also have in the chat under !CS transfer, of course. Yeah, that was one of the things last week that I was still not sure about, if we would get the character transfer or the group transfer, so that you could just transfer to a group and then all the characters in that group will just automatically see the items. Okay, so it seems like it is ending before reset, so I have to adjust that in the calendar. Boom. And just remove the text, because it is just going to end at the end there. Okay, so no overlap into the next day until right before the minutes goes live. This might have something to do with the fact that they're not sure yet exactly when the patch is going to be on the 15th, or they just don't want to reveal that yet. Maybe. Interesting why they would change that. What's up, Me2D2? How you doing? They say a login for more than 5 days over the Chapter 6 period. And the Chapter 6 period is going to be... Yeah, that's going to be the last 2 weeks. Each login will fill 1 letter of the word 6th. You can receive the chapter rewards once you complete all the letters. It says. Can be used. Oh, okay. So you can pick it up earlier, but you can't use it yet. Nice. Can be used after 6 job advancement opens. Yeah. I guess they just don't want people to fuck up and accidentally lose their Soul Urda. But I mean, it's a 60-day duration on a 2-week box. You've got 2.5 months on a 2-week event. Like, it's impossible to have it expire. Why do you have to do that? Just to ruin it for everyone. Okay. What do people need 2 months to get to 260? Yeah, right. Okay. Good point. Good point. Okay, then Jet Job Transfer event, that's still going. Make sure you read up on that. So I guess so the update on that is you will be able to just freely still play your Jet up until the update, up until New Age, right? So up until the end of November 14th. If you log into your Jet November, I guess not November 15th, but after the patch of November 15th, you won't be able to play the Jet anymore. It will tell you to switch. You won't have the option of either switching or playing. And then for all of New Age, which will probably end somewhere early February in 2024, you have until the end of New Age to transfer it and still get all the rewards. If you log into it after New Age is over, you're going to get a beginner as a Jet, okay? So think about that. Oh, we have a big wait list for the karaoke, probably over a year long at this point, me too. But we're gonna do that at some point, alright? Your game is patching. Ayo? Fake news? Or no? Pause champ? Uh-oh. Oh boy, how big is the update? Wait, the download is 21. No! It's re-downloading! It's 26 install and 21 download. No! Oh no, my laptop as well. Maybe I should pause my laptop to make my main computer go faster. When pause the laptop, it's not as important. I don't know if it's gonna slow down my main. Oh boy. Start loading. $20 for a mushroom. Alright, let's see what else we get here. Yeah, that's already the stuff on the transfer. Compensation, mount, all of that stuff. You can double check on that. February's golden giveaway is continuing. And damage skin's coming up in a bit, so make sure you decide which damage skin you want to use and on which character. You have the extra unripe tangerine damage skin. And then it's Sunny Sundays, which... Did we already go over that in this video? Let's do that again if we already have. But we have a 50% invulnerability off on October 8th weekend. 30% off Star Forcing on the 15th. So make sure you use the calculator when you're deciding on what to use and when. The only thing you need to take into account when it comes to that is backups, of course. And that there's a 5, 10, 15, 2 weeks later. And then most likely about a month after that, so at least 4 to 5 weeks after that, probably maybe a Shining Star Force, which is 30% and 5, 10, 15 at the same time. So again, you could just tick both of those boxes in the calculator and then see how much extra money you would save there. The week in between on the 22nd, we have 5x the chance of Magnificent Souls. We had one not too long ago, but if your name is Rain of Blades in the chat and you have missed the last 2 events and all of your characters are bursting at the seams with the amount of souls shards that you've saved up, then this is a nice timing to visit. And the week 5, we have 50% off invulnerability resets again, a mere month after the previous one. So, you know, if you were too busy here or if you didn't have enough points there, but you do here, I guess you get to go again. We have 100% bonus EXP on the runes, and the combo kill EXP gives more, is increased. But of course, this is after our big training event. So this is going to overlap with the Slate, but not with... What is this event called again? Hang on, let me... Midnight Carnival. That's what it is. Midnight Carnival Nautilus. And then November 6th has double Portal, EXP, and 50% extra Monster Park. And of course, those last 2 weeks, because it falls under the Slate event, also has double sweet snacks and double the limit for those Sundays. Then we have Spell Trace Fever. So if you're in non-reboot, October 27th, 28th, and 29th, double check your time slots. And then we have some bug fixes. Resolved an issue where mesos in the guild save could be stored even if it exceeded 500 billion and you just lost meso. Interesting. Dates in the hyperburning section of Journey Towards 6-Star Guide have been corrected. Okay, let's see if any of these things are super cereal. Blue mushroom. Speaking of orange mushroom. Deadly bitey snack chair background graphic. Kyonki. It's like Kiwonki. Some non-revivable pets. Steam is not updating. Uh-oh. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. What are we at? 16%? 17%? This is going to take a hot minute. How you guys doing? Percentage check. Text for Shangri-La. Revivable pets. Resolution. Black lines. Health bar is overlap your character's image when growing in size. When growing in size? No, either growing or increasing in size. You can't grow in size. Got him. The portraits for Nineheart and Cygnus that are used during the Nautilus cutscene have been updated. Oh yeah, thank you. Cygnus' Baleful Blaster has been updated. Cubes. Nightwalker Shadow Spear Skill no longer displays error messages in chat when used. And will no longer cause the client to crash when too many appear at the same time. Nightwalkers rejoice. Reviving during the MapleSea trade voyages no longer causes disconnection. Oh, I didn't know that was the case. The decent skills granted by potential lines no longer use old icons and animations. I didn't know that. Pog guy, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that prime, man. Thank you, thank you. The max mobility skill had an extra dash in the description has been fixed. Ooh. Bowmaster's Legion stats are now consistent with other Legion stats. Oh my god, did they take a little plus away or add the semicolon or something? Add the colon. White Fox eating dialogue. Oh, blank hair. Guild megaphone items are unable to be used. Okay. Fix the issue where Ayame's skills could not be activated using hotkeys in Princess No's dungeon. Alright. So that was fixed, and it's across the whole account. Big patch notes. Okay, last F5 refresh. And scrolling to the top to see if there's anything updated. Doesn't look like it. Full review. Bam. Definitely check out, I'll link at the end of the video the preview I did last week because we're mostly just double checking, and there's a bunch of links here, useful links. I'll add this one as well with the extra pictures and all that good stuff. Event calendar up to date. This is linked in the event calendar. This is linked in the previous video. This is all linked in the previous video. Congrats on a second penance slot. Use it well. I will. 23%. Dude, why am I so slow? 68. Yo, what kind of fucking internet you guys on? I even shut down my laptop to not have them overlap. Joking you off, bro? I'm at 10%. Oh. You're alone in your guild? You're already on? We're all slow. Wait, who's in right now? Restart Steam. Alright, maybe restart Steam if it's not going. Adlar is in. Damn. Inder is in. D@XM is in. That Django's at 16%. That's not quite it yet. Reboot channel's empty. Time to get some level 10 maps and cap. Get that 100% EXP burn. Brr. Wait, you're in? 23%. 23%? What am I at? 26. Oh god, install Wait, 200 kbps? Bro. 150? Okay, here we go. 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 19, 21, 24, 26. All right, there we go. 30. All right. Yeah, keep going. It's a thick patch. It's a thick with at least 3 C's right there. Installing. Please stand by. Was that the oh wait, command and but yeah, so that's all of that. Let's round out for the video. So yeah, double check the previous video, double check this one. Thanks for checking it out, and enjoy the Midnight Carnival, all the grinding gains, preparation for the big 6 job, and yeah, let's have a great. Oh yeah, and I guess as another mini announcement for people who have seen it already, hadn't seen it already, I'll be at MapleFest in. God, it's like in a week and a half already. Gotta start packing. And yeah, if you guys are gonna be there, say hi to me. I'll have a little meet and greet at like 10:30 in the morning. So I don't think there's anything other exciting stuff going on around that time. So if you got nothing to do, you're running around, come say hi. And yeah, maybe I'll meet you IRL. So yeah, thanks for checking out the video, and enjoy the game and all that. Bye.